Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Gluten-Free Treasures with Watina International Food and Event Store. Well, this is what I've done today. I went on a gluten-free shopping search like I normally do. This is a 24/7 this is a 24/7 job. It doesn't stop, 365. Going out to eat, grocery shopping. There isn't one specific place to get a plethora of food safe products for food allergies. However, we're going to go over some tricks and trades in the process to make it fun. Today, thrifty little idea. One thing to become resourceful to your budget is by getting a hold of your local resources for food pantries or fresh produce places that would offer. Here in West Michigan, I have availability of 211. They give me information to the area so that if I need to seek any type of food assistance, there's food trucks and places to get products. Again, we still have to label read and be cautious on the things we do and do not use. But anyway, I did take a trip to the food pantry today, and lo and behold, I do have some spinach available, which yay, that's a fun find. Lots of things you can do with spinach. I like to put them in soup, salads, on a taco, depending on, your salad mixture with some spring salad. Other things like that. I found some firm tofu, and there's lots of options. We'll do some tutorials later about how to use these and different ways. I have 2 of them. These are also good. Now, here's where you need to be careful when you do label read. Label reading is very, very important. It says 2% of calcium sulfate and magnesium chloride. Try to make sure that these are derived from places that are safe for you. This product does say gluten-free on it already, and it's certified plant-based, certified vegan, USDA, non-GMO. Non-GMO means non-genetically modified organisms. A lot of our products and produce have used these organisms, but it also causes digestive issues for us. Non-GMO allows a different type of life for the food. I'm not one person that can eat it. I actually have an allergic reaction to it. My allergic reaction when I eat genetically modified products, I instantly have this tightening in my ears. Then they ring and all my jaw will lock up. I will then get a migraine and be sick for 10 to 12 days, sometimes longer depending on the product. So be careful on the food that if you do have allergies. You see that I do have dark circles. That's one of my symptoms, but let's move on. I also found a Mexican style sour cream, which had cultured cream, tapioca starch plus. I like the tapioca starch because it's safe for me. I allow minimal exposure of corn because of how allergic I am to it. Salt, tarragon, and these are look like they could be possibly safe. If you ever question anything, try to contact the manufacturer and ask them what is their food derived from, where are they getting it, what's their source, how are they sourcing this food. Make sure you immediately, when you're getting stuff like this from pantries, try to use them as soon as possible. I will use this to possibly make a breakfast, and I can use it to make a quick hot and sour soup. I don't use the eggs. I am allergic to eggs, so I avoid egg products. There's other fun things, but the Mexican sour cream style will be fun on a taco or even making homemade enchiladas. Celery, go celery, go! Yay! One of the trinities of our Italian cooking. I've also got some sun-dried tomato garlic vinaigrette, which is gluten-free and keto-friendly. Always read your ingredients because there could be something that you are allergic to. They've got salt, sun-dried tomatoes, organic basil. A lot of these things you can understand the word. One of my number one mottos when I'm shopping, if I don't know the definition of it, I don't eat it. And I'm not going to trust somebody else's idea of some really long name that I can't pronounce is safe for me when tomato, simple. Don't need no more. Another fun find to save money. We've got mustard, and something that I have been trying to figure out how to use myself is an artichoke. They had some really beautiful artichokes in there today. So I grabbed 2. I also have a head of cabbage. There's a little bit of stuff on the outside, but nothing you can't handle. Whenever dealing, because we are gluten-free, whenever dealing with produce that is open like this, I try to take off the first couple layers because you don't know what it came in contact with. So you want to remove this excess food on your stuff. You can put it in compost, whatever. I try to make sure that I take a couple layers off just for protection of my dietary discomforts that come on. Some are more severe than others. So, you know, it depends on how you feel about it. If you're satisfied with it, I also, because germs, I'm kind of a germaphobe here. I don't want to have somebody's sneezy hands all over the outside of my food. And I also don't want to put those sneezy hands inside. So yes, rinsing it off, washing it. You could also find at Gordon Foods or an industrial kitchen resale place where they can sell cleaning products. Sometimes they have fresh produce spray where that would actually help clean and disinfect any type of fecal matter that could be transferred onto your food. And you can look this up on ServeSafe on cross-contact and cross-contamination. Cross-contact is when 2 products touch. Cross-contamination is me using a cutting board to cut meat and then thus taking this fresh produce ready to eat and sticking it on the raw meat. Now I've caused cross-contamination. Now that food is no longer safe to be let out because then bacteria will grow. Fun fact, okay? Afterwards, it's not so fun. Just your tummy aches, toilet visitations, possibly hospitalization, depending on how bad and severe your infection gets. For people with food allergies, keep your EpiPen close. See, we also have, which I'm excited. Ooh, I'm excited to do this one. They had some nice green peppers, and you know, with the green peppers, I love doing stuffed peppers, fajitas. There's a lot. I've got 4 of them here, so we've got several different type of meats and dinners that we could make. Chicken fajitas. We can make stuffed peppers. Anything. You could even eat these raw with a little bit of hummus, which I do like to do that. But always make sure that you do wash and clean your produce because, again, we don't know. I've gone through the stores and I've seen people go ha-choo, ha-choo, all over their hands and then grab your nice tomatoes. No. Anyway, we'll move on from that. You have your own pictures. What you're okay with, what I'm okay with. Also found some hot peppers. These, I just can't remember the name of them right now. But these are some good spicy peppers to make your homemade salsa. We will be roasting these off with a little bit of oil, a little bit of salt. I'm gonna later pick up some tomatillos and we'll make our own homemade salsa verde, which I have had several people be very happy with. Trader Joe's. I'm by no means promoting anybody or anything. I just take my time and search stores and read labels. There are several things in their store that are good and safe. There is an organic cucumber. They come in these plastic things. This is a good thing. I'm going to take it off right away just because I don't want it to be inside. So, but they wear gloves. I seen the produce people putting them on the shelves wearing gloves. So picked up today pineapple. Little trick. Do you know how to tell if your pineapple is ready? How do you tell if you got the right pineapple? I should be able to hold it like this and see how it came out. That means it's pretty much ready. If I can't pull out one of these and I'm just swinging, it won't come out on the bottom. Look, because it's a little greener on the bottom, but because it's coming out on the top, it has to be in the top 3 to 4 layers down. These are the areas. If it comes down around here too much, this is gonna be a little too ripe, possibly not good. But you got a really perfect ready one, and that's how you tell if your pineapple is ready. We found a pre-bagged, vine-ripened organic tomatoes on the vine still. I don't like to get them too red right away. It's my preference because tomatoes ripen up as they sit, and with them sitting, they will become a little redder over time if you don't use them all up the same day. 3 to 4 days, you'll get a little bit of a redder taste, which is a little more sweet, depending on your tomato. Not always the same. But I like these because, they're covered. I don't have to worry about too much. Please, if you can have a garden, get one. Some Vidalia onions, limes, fun things to use them for, making your salsa, on top of a salad, in your water, in your tea. Lime is very good and has a lot of antibacterial property, and it helps to promote a healthier digestive system and breaking down of certain foods in your stomach. Fun find. Woo! This, I read, is an Argentinian red shrimp. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to make me some shrimps and a little bistec. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, we're doing that. That's my birthday's coming up. I'm doing this for me today. This is my birthday week. Those people that go, it's my birthday month. Oh my God, we're not getting started. I'm gonna go on. I'm moving on. God forgive me for that moment. I also found some organic chopped up free lettuce. I don't usually go for this, but I wasn't proud of some other product availability. So just so that I could have a little bit of a salad and not have too much waste, I got a small bag from them. I still always, even though they're washed, I still try to wash them because the moment this becomes handled, the moment contamination can happen. So from pick to table, processing, hand to hand, whatever hand comes in it is a possible form of contamination in your food. And we're going to, we can do sloppy joes. We got some Trader Joe burger buns. So you don't have to give up bread. Come on, I know it's not the same. Going gluten-free does not mean you have to give up everything. It's just a little bit different. And figure out how to make it if you don't like the texture. There's ways to do it. There's recipes. I have shelves of books of research that I've had to do in the 11 years that I've been doing this. To listen to dietary people. And then guess what today? Because it will be my birthday this week. I got mini cupcakes. Gluten-free mini cupcakes. And it had cane sugar. Cane sugar. Cane sugar. I don't like to eat a lot of sugary stuff, but this was perfect. And then I found an Italian, this is a fun find, an Italian sofrito, dried sofritos, which is a seasoning, a mixture of herbs and seasonings. It has dried minced tomato, onion, sea salt, garlic, crushed chili peppers, parsley flakes, crushed red pepper, dried rosemary, and sage leaves. I love this, and I say why, because right now they can't guarantee gluten. They didn't pay, this company didn't pay for this. They can't guarantee all of this to be gluten-free. However, there's a minimal risk of allergic reaction to those who are not super hypersensitive. Please contact the product manager from anything to verify that all ingredients are gluten-free. But anything that is, usually I haven't had issues with their herbs. But I also try to avoid too much sunflower oil exposure. I can't have sunflower seeds. So it's very careful to always read your and source your ingredients. But the fun fact is it's going to be a yummy taster. One of my favorite things that I like to get from Trader Joe's is their 21 season salute. It's really close to some of the Spanish adobos that you would always see pre-mixed. The Spanish adobos I can't use because the Spanish adobos tend to have anti-caking or silicone dioxide inside of those. Silicone dioxide is something I'm really allergic to. It is a corn product. It also can have some type of gluten base in it, mixture. These are things that you should watch out when label reading. Make sure that you read and say, oh, okay, wait a minute. Bay leaf, why does it say there's more than one thing? Yeah, exactly. Why is there more than one thing? They're herbs. You don't need chemicals inside your herbs. We don't need anti-caking. Shake that stuff. Add some salt into it. Sea salt. Again, for those of you who are allergic to sulfur, avoid Himalayan salt. It's not safe for you. I took a Himalayan salt bath. How I found out. I didn't know. And I used the bath salts for the Himalayan salt, and I immediately was set fire. Like my skin and everything was burning, and I ended up getting a huge body rash. It was not fun. But again, Trader Joe 21 season salute. Love it. I also grabbed some bay leaves. Trick to bay leaves. And this is why I grabbed 2 little jars. I love to use these bay leaves. This is a nice little treasure. I usually will go to Gordon Foods and get a bigger one for about $9 or whatever. But I didn't want to go to a bunch of places today. So I decided to and you might not have a Gordon Foods in your area. So let's work with what we got. I like to take the bay leaves and I put them inside my cabinets. 1 or 2, doesn't matter. Put them around behind cabinets. In the summertime, put them down inside, and these won't rot. They'll dry out. They'll just completely dry out, and it'll be like a dry chip. You can vacuum out your grates. Put them on your floor if you can. Put them by your heat vents, so that way that keeps the bugs out. I would change them. I would change them at least once a month because being out in the open, they tend to dry out and lose their scent, their smell, and they won't work on the bugs anymore. So make sure you alternate keeping out the bugs and the ants and all the beetles and because, you know, summertime's here. And you don't want to have your cabinets full of ants and bugs and nastiness. So, yeah, you don't need a whole bunch. You can put them in your rooms too. Because, I mean, come on. Put them inside underneath the dresser. Put them underneath anywhere that, you know, because kids hide candy. They take food to their room without you knowing, and all of a sudden got plate and it's rotten food, you know, and you don't know where it's coming from. Well, you find there's bugs. Well, that'll help keep some bugs away. We don't have control over how dirty kids get. That's for sure. And then I also found Mushroom Company multi-purpose unami seasoning. Doing the research for you. We're doing it together. But this is a fun finds for Trader Joe today, and a little bit of provisions from our local food pantry. I know that God has a way of providing, and when you have a large family with several different food allergies or budget, it helps to thrift shop because prices vary up and down. If you can buy these in bulk, try a bulk weigh. Sam's Club or Costco will have, because bay leaf usually is pretty safe to buy in a larger. They don't usually do too much. Be careful on your sources of food. And this is a fun shopping day with micromanaging food allergy diet. Have a blessed day.